We are back with a highlight of another youth.
Yes, we are.
On Chicago Hill this Friday, as we said. It's all about highlighting youth.
Highlighting the youth.
Giving them voice.
Giving them a voice, listening.
Listening to the youth.
Listening to what they got to say.
Because you old folks, y'all don't want to listen to the youth. And how are we going to make things better for them if we don't listen to them?
Right.
You old?
I'm not old.
Oh, just me? Because
Yeah,
I just turned 50.
I'm a young spirit forever.
All right. Well,
Forever.
so tell me what we got today.
Today we have with us an amazing young woman who I am so impressed with. And I think you will be too. We should run her reel so people will see what I'm talking about here. She can dive into some emotions, and I can't wait to talk to her about it.
Oh, yeah. All right, let's see what we got. I mean, we just jumped right into it on Chicago.
A story to tell.
Oh, so you guys decided to come?
Yeah.
You're good. So what'd you bring?
Bring?
Yeah, you're supposed to bring something to a party. Barbecue? Thanks. Come on in.
Here she come.
Hey, Kevin.
Yeah.
I want to talk.
About?
I'm sorry. I invited you tonight, and I just got caught up with everyone else.
Yeah, that was messed up.
Hope I can make it up to you, though.
How?
That's the part.
My, folks said I can't date till I'm 18.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I was hoping we could still be friends.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
We are not here to make it easy for ourselves.
This is very good.
I know that I'm hard on you. And I know you probably hate me for it. But it's important that you understand one thing. I'm proud of you, baby.
Mom.
And you eat it like this.
Mom, stop.
What?
Why are you here?
What?
I didn't ask you to come. Nobody wants you here.
I said I don't want you. I said I don't need you. You broke my heart for no good reason. Like it was treason. You left me bleeding.
Bravo.
Yes. Mariah Sydnei Gordon, yes.
You know what? We always talk about, we got our, did the mother sign a disclaimer? Because, we do adopt.
We adopt all the
kids.
youth that come on this show.
We take care of everything, but we don't pay for college.
Yes. So Miss Gordon, Mariah is officially our child. Just letting you know that. We are taking
no
her.
problem.
Well, congratulations, Mom. You want to introduce your daughter to us? I mean, we saw the dynamic entertainer there.
She's a performer.
And,
intense.
But how did she get to that point, and
Yes.
How proud are you?
Yeah, so, I mean, Mariah has been...
Miss Gordon, is something blocking your screen? I want to make sure everybody see you. There you go.
Oh, they don't have to see me. Okay, is it better?
Yes.
Yes, that's better.
Okay. So Mariah has actually, from at the age of 2, 3, 4, she's always been one that would just entertain anybody. She would go up to anybody, play and talk. She was not shy whatsoever. She was just always in front of somebody doing something, So I just thought to, how about trying to, pursue that and, seeing what happened. So it turned out to be a good thing. I mean, she never backed away from any type of performance, anything. She always wanted to be in front of the camera, in front of somebody doing something. Um, Tremendously proud of her. You know, she has taken on so much at such a young age and still is keeping up with, all of her schoolwork, and she's a straight A student currently in high school, and I mean, she's singing, she's writing her own music. Me and my husband always say we don't know where she got it from, because me and him are completely the opposite of her. Completely the opposite of her. She's an athlete, she does it all. She does it all, literally. And we're tremendously, so proud of her. And we're just we just try to keep pushing her to, be excellent, to be better than us.
Wow. Wow. And I know that says so much about you as a parent, because you have parents that have kids like that. They're either introverts or really extroverts, where they just want to perform in front of any and everybody. So usually when you have a creative child, they're the extreme of both. And so you decided to pour into that and nurture it, where some parents are like, no, you're going to be academic, and that's you going to college, that's it, and they don't want to push them in that. So,
that is one thing that I didn't necessarily struggle with it, but when she started doing her acting thing, and I was thinking about putting her in an art school, but with an art school, it completely takes out athletics. And I definitely didn't want to do that. You know what I mean? I wanted her to have the best of both worlds and be able to experience, the athletics and experience acting, and it all just worked out.
Yeah. What I see is parents, this is a good lesson for parents. They have to, one, love their child, be there for their child, and support them. And let them be who they want to be. And help them be who they want to be, and not who we want them to be. Because, they could be so much more than anything that we are, right?
Never even imagine.
Because they're their own person. And so our job as parents is to facilitate them and to do the best that we can to give them what they need. But you know what?
Right.
Enough of you. You want to bring your daughter on, because, I got to ask her how she, she had an Oscar role with those tears. I'm going to see if she can do that right now. I don't know how she did it, but I'm going to need her to do that right now. I want to see it. Let's bring her on. Bring your baby on. You want to go ahead and introduce her?
Sure.
Hi.
Well,
Sorry.
I'm introducing my great, amazing, talented, beautiful, hardworking daughter, Mariah Sydnei.
Welcome, Mariah.
Right. Welcome, Mariah. Welcome. You are so talented, girl. I watched that and I watched you on The Chi. I was at your premiere of The Chi.
Yeah.
Girl, you are really talented. You are talented. Yes.
Yeah, can you cry right now? How the heck did you? I'm telling you, that is Oscar. That role right there will take you places. You had some big tears. Did they put some? Tell us the secret here.
It's a mind game.
Really? Those are real tears. Before we leave, we're going to need you to sing, you cry or something. I want to see you cry. but we are extremely proud of you. With all that you have accomplished at your age, what's the biggest challenge that you see for youth today? Not just you, but youth.
Youth, I really think it has a lot to do with social media. Fitting into society, being scared to be out the box than everyone else, being afraid to, really do what you want to do because society is telling you that that's not the right thing. A lot of people it's not really even a matter of fitting in. It's just a lot of people want that foundation of, okay, this is what everyone else is doing. So I'm comfortable in this space. And it doesn't really allow kids to be their own person and step out of the box and do something new and give themselves opportunities for good things and big things in life. So I think that's a big challenge for us, or my generation at least.
Oftentimes, especially in high school, when kids are kind of figuring out who they are,
Yeah.
what their journey is starting to look like, especially for creative, artistic kids such as yourself, they tend to feel very different from most of the kids. They don't
Yeah.
they're not quote unquote normal. They're actually exceptional. I think.
Yeah.
I think they are. So do you feel that way sometimes, where you feel just totally different? You just view things from a total abstract, different way from what other people do.
Right. Well, me, I feel like with my school, I'm a person that's, like real like friendly with everyone. So, to be saying that like I think differently, I don't know if I'd say that because like, I have a lot of people around me that, kind of push these ideas with me. Um, but in certain aspects, yeah, because like, I'm doing this acting thing and a lot of these kids have never like experienced things like that. And so yeah, in certain aspects I do think that like mindset's a little different.
Yeah, I mean, you're well rounded. You play sports and you're academic and you're in the arts. That's great. And I think that what we are concerned about also is the feeling of loneliness, depression, because of the pressure and because you have a path that not many are traveling.
It's a tough path.
It's a tough path. So you could feel a little lonely at times. And because not many people understand what you're thinking.
What your journey is.
Yeah. Well, one thing about that is the hardest thing is probably like rejection. That's probably what really gets me out, like gets me in like a funk because it's hard to like, really just really want to do something and people keep telling you no. But even though like my peers don't really understand, my mom does because we've been doing this forever and it's like I have connections with like, other actors and like hire people in the business and casting agents and stuff like that keep a good head on my shoulders when it comes to things that I struggle with in the business. So yeah.
Well, we're proud of you. There's no doubt. I mean, you haven't cried yet, but I'm gonna need, you guys are so talented on that show. Tell us about the show. I mean, people may not know that show is called The Shy, and is it coming back?
This season, yeah, there's a new season coming out.
And you may not be able to talk too much about it, but you want to tell us what the show is about?
Yeah, it's a show that's trying to replicate, Chicago and how people live everyday life, the struggles that younger kids go through in Chicago and love lives of kids in Chicago and adults, how, they work every day, how they get money, how like, kid situation goes and stuff like that. Yeah.
That's pretty much it. And let me tell you how powerful I think the show is. You guys, the young people are so good. I mean, they have this craft down. And I even told some of the legislators on the floor, I said, you want to watch The Shy if you want to have an inside look at the black youth in Chicago. It's real. I mean, you guys are fascinating. I mean, Papa is something else. He's all y'all daddy, huh? Yeah. And I remember the scene when Papa came to the house for the party. You remember that scene?
Oh, yeah. With my house party. Yeah. He flew to bring.
Yeah. That was fun, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always fun filming with them.
Yeah.
So what was it like with the cast, knowing what's really going on in Chicago, and then you all are portraying what's going on in Chicago? Were any of the cast members actually, like you're in Evanston, which, we have our issues in Evanston, but it's not quite Chicago. Would you all sit around and talk about it on set, about what's really going on in Chicago, or
Um, well, the season that I was in, I was a lot younger. So, we didn't really like, sit around and have like big TED Talks because we weren't, that just wasn't. But like, like we've like as we've gotten older, conversations have definitely, sparked due to situations that we see ourselves with, and Chicago's presenting, and that's the show that they represent. So yeah, conversations come about more so now than then.
Yeah, and I know people probably watching are thinking, wow, she's been on The Shy, she's done Chicago Fire, Swagger. I mean, you've got a resume, girl. You
What's
absolutely have.
swagger? What's swagger?
You want something about Swagger?
Yeah, it's this actually it's a new show on Apple TV. It's a basketball show. It's about this. I don't want to spoil it.
Right, don't spoil
Don't
it.
spoil it. Don't
Right,
spoil
yeah,
it.
wait. Okay, well, yeah, it's a basketball show. Kids kind of growing up with a few battles, if you will. Yeah, it's a show to watch. I loved watching it even on my own, like just watching it, like not even thinking about me being in it. It's a good show.
That's great.
It's actually loosely based off of Kevin Durant's life growing up
Oh
in
yeah, sorry,
AAU.
I should have said
Oh,
that.
Hmm.
yes.
Yeah.
So, when other kids are watching you who haven't ventured off and really had the courage to jump into the industry, they're probably looking at you like, oh, she's got all these roles, so they're thinking it's easy. But,
Mm-mm.
right, right. You want to share with them like what it's really like? I mean, you have worked very, very hard, very, very
Mhm.
hard. Hmm.
Yeah, it takes a lot of dedication. It's been years that I've been doing this. And yes, I do I do have a resume, but like I just see, people around me like, like Storm Reed and like people like that, and I'm just like, man, like they're in big things, and like I'm just not there yet. It's just it's all about like what's going on through your head. And like I'm really my biggest critic. Like I'm always beating myself up because like why am I not where they are? But it's all about the like your drive. If you don't have like heart for what you do, or like any sense to get better, then it's you might as well just give it up.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Don't waste people's time. If you're not going to be
Yeah.
in it for real and giving it your all, you might as well not even show up. You
Right,
know.
exactly, because like my mom is giving like like going out of town for auditions, going out of town for filming, like that's time that my mom has to like give up from work and stuff that she has going on here to and if I'm just going to go kind of thing, like if I'm not going giving it my all, it's just a waste of time.
Yeah, there's no doubt you're a superstar. What
Thank
what do you tell young people, especially I'd like to ask this question, what do you tell young males, boys your age? What advice do you give them so that they could be better?
I don't give much advice to boys, but if I had to, I'd probably say, um, be yourself, because I know like with males they have like real strong egos, and it's something to be like seeing someone and like being like, oh, like he's this, I want to be like. So I just feel like really be yourself and strive for what you want to do and not someone else's goal.
Mm.
And what about young ladies your age? What do you give them?
Be fierce.
Woo! Yes.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't like think about all the trials and the tribulations. You really just have to push through and persevere and just keep going. Like no matter how many people try to knock you down, no matter like um the statistics showing that, like, men succeed at this more, like, like break the statistic and stuff like that.
That's beautiful. That's right. I mean, I've never thought to be fierce. I'm gonna be fierce, but you said that's for the female. I'm gonna have to be fierce from now on.
Yes, fierce.
I'm gonna get where I need to go, but you gotta be fierce. All right.
You gotta be fierce. Gotta be fearless.
Yeah.
And I think it speaks a lot to her makeup, to her parents, and to her makeup, because she talked about the rejection, but yes, she keeps going. That doesn't stop her. She keeps going, and look at what you start building and achieving, because she didn't stop. She's not stopping.
Yeah, had she
That's
stopped,
fierce.
she would not be moving to the next level.
Right.
You know, and that's something that I notice about in the entertainment industry. People start at the age of a baby. They start early, and they finally break free. But they have a lot of roles throughout their career. People just don't know about it, right?
Yeah, because there's smaller stuff. Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah. What's your who do you want to play? Is there someone in history that you would like to play?
No, actually, I've never thought about that. But I want to be, big enough one day to get to, like, play myself.
Yeah, that's true.
Play herself.
Somebody's gonna play you one day. I guarantee you, someone will play you. Yeah.
Wow. She said play herself one day.
Well, she's playing that every day. So tell us what's the hardest part about being a star teenager? Because you are a star, you are a teenager, and you have to.
And in the industry, she's a working actor, which is a feat within itself.
So she's
working.
You think she'll loan us some money?
Oh.
What you think? She didn't say nothing.
She didn't say
She
nothing.
laughed at us.
$50 here and there.
But yeah, what did you have any? What's the biggest challenge beside in this industry for you?
The biggest challenge, like I said before, is really like to keep going, because like me, like my mom said, I do have a lot going on. I'm engaging in sports and to try to keep my grades up, and having to, do auditions every so often. It's balance. Time management and balance is a lot. Dedication and really like picking your battles, like and stuff like that.
You know what's
Mariah, but wait, let me tell her, Mariah, that's adults too. So
that's
just
right.
get prepared. That's for the rest of your life. Welcome to the world.
Yeah, and she's ready. You know, one thing that she didn't say, she hasn't made any excuses.
No.
And she hasn't said one time that race is a problem.
We haven't brought up race.
Young people, they are resilient, and she hasn't said one time that that's a challenge for her. And you live in Evans. That's where you. So
Yeah.
No challenges of racism.
Actually, no.
That's good.
I haven't really experienced, and going to my school is pretty diverse. So I haven't really like firsthand experienced racism. At my school, like, there's some, people, my friends have experienced it, but really not much of like me.
That's good. You know what? I really like the fact that young people are still tender and don't understand what they've been faced with. I wonder just how, and even the industry. I mean, there's always this talk about how entertainers talk about how there's racism in the industry, and you don't feel it. That's great. God is blessing you.
Definitely. Colorism, all that.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, you've been fortunate.
Yeah.
You have been fortunate as far as that's concerned, because a lot of especially a lot of black actresses, speak on that. Even amongst our own community, with fair skin, brown skin. I mean, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah, maybe we could get Mom, before you guys go, if she could just give some advice to some other parents on how to be a good parent, coach.
I wanted to say one more thing
Yeah.
about Mariah. So after I saw her premiere and all that, I was a judge for a local Shark Tank at the Y, and Mariah had an invention.
Oh.
Do you remember that?
No.
She doesn't even remember. She had created an invention. So all these kids had their inventions and they had to present it to the sharks in the room. She doesn't even remember.
You remember, Mom?
I don't. I don't remember, no.
So what advice do you give parents? I mean, it's tough. It's not just tough being a child. It's tough being a parent. And when you have to juggle the workforce along with the schedule of a teenager, what advice do you give?
Well, I mean, first of all, I haven't really done it by myself totally. You definitely have to have a backbone, like a community that helps out. I mean, I've had my friends drop her off at auditions. I've had my mom drop her off at auditions. I've had my brother drop her off at auditions. Like, it takes, people to because auditions they can call me today and say they need Mariah for an audition tomorrow, So I would say that you definitely want to talk to your child and make sure that is something that they want to do. Never discourage them from, whatever thoughts that they have future wise. Just keep motivating them, keep just talking to them, making sure that, mentally and, physically everything is okay. I just feel like just never turn away from them. Just keep them engaged, just stick behind them in anything that they want to do. I mean, it is hard, but you just got to I want Mariah to see my drive, the sacrifices that I make. And so that she will, in her mind, know that, okay, well, I need to make these same sacrifices to make it where, I want to get to in life. So.
Well, you all are doing a fantastic job. And what I hear is that, uncles and aunties and everyone,
yeah,
take care of your family. Yeah. So thank you for all you've done. Not just your daughter, but she's a citizen that's going to make all our lives better, and she's already inspired me.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, and I'm impressed that she can tap into such deep emotions and really get it out there on camera. That's talent.
All right. Well, you got about 30 seconds to drop a tear.
I'm too happy.
There you go. Well, thank you so very much for joining us, Mariah and Mariah's mom. And we wish you all the best, and I'll be looking for you. And I'm supporting you. Thank you.
Yes. And everything that you decide to do, you have support. So we're proud of you. Whatever direction you go in life.
All right. Enjoy your Friday and Saturday and Sunday.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Ms. Gordon.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Mariah. Thank you.
Bye, thank you.
Bye-bye. So another opportunity to have another young person. There's always this talk that we are struggling to find young people that's doing something. And today, again, we discovered
Another phenomenal young adult.
And you know what? We welcome you to call and tell us that you have a young adult that you would like for us to feature.
Yes.
That's what we want to do here.
Yes,
on Friday.
we're here to listen to them. We want to hear about what's on their mind, what's on their heart, what's on their soul, their plans, ideas they might have for a legislator.
Yeah, absolutely. And Meleika, before we go, I mean, you want to tell them all about where they can find us and when?
Oh, yes. You all can find us everywhere. We're on Amazon Music. We're on iHeartRadio, WVON, CAN TV, WCPT, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. We're Everywhere.
And so make sure you connect with us at repford@lashawnford.com. That's an address that you could email us to.
Or Chicago Hill at chicagohill.life.
That's better. Say it again.
Chicago Hill at chicagohill.life.
That's the email. Thank you so very much, and we look forward to seeing you next Friday with another episode of a fantastic uprising star from the community.
Yes.